Hello, Pug. How are you? I'm doing good. What about you, Percy? I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to do my next job. Oh, wow. I bet it's a very important job. Percy blushed. Yes, it's a very important job. I best be off then. Pug watched Percy leave in amazement. Wow, Percy's a very important engine. Hello, everyone. My name is Junior, and today I will be showing you the custom I made of Pug. Now, Pug was an engine only in the Railway series or the books, alongside his friend Ginty. But, as recently found out, there was originally going to be a season 21 episode from Thomas and Friends called Percy, Pug, and Ginty, but it was cancelled because of Blubba. It is such a shame that episode got cancelled because, sorry about that, the cancelled episode has been resurfaced and reanimated by Mainland Studios and Jade a piece of J on YouTube, and it is a pretty good episode, I'd say. It's about a 9 out of 10, and I've seen other people give it that as well. And it's not the greatest, but it is a nice episode, and seeing Ginty and Pug in the show again would have been awesome, because the last scene they had, I think, was in the books. Yeah, they were never in the TV series. And I decided, since hype's going around, that I would make a custom of Pug, my favorite out of the two. Now, I do have plans to make Ginty yet in the future, maybe. But for now, Pug is what it's gonna be. Because, honestly, Ginty's harder to make because he's more of like Oliver's design. But yeah, I made this using a Percy. Sorry, Pug. Whoops. Anyway, sorry about that. I made Pug using a Percy, like this, and what I did is, this Percy shell is from Mattel, and the chassis is from Tomy, and since they fit both on the same, they're both the same design, I used the Trackmaster Percy's chassis for Pug, because it didn't work anymore, the motor. Pug, this does not work because it's broken. The motor inside of it's broken, so it doesn't work. And this new Tomy one is the one that I got with the Percy to the Rescue pack, or the one with Rocky, whatever it's called. And that Percy in that pack has a shocked face. Here's the shell right here with the shocked face. And that's what came with this chassis. This chassis that Pug's using came with this Percy shell up here. But since it didn't work anymore, I decided to put this Percy shell on this chassis that does work. And what's cool about it is I can swap them out. Like, if I ever want a shocked face Percy that runs, I can just take this shell off and put this one on with no trouble. I'm just gonna put this in the background here. Don't be scared of the scrap Percy. But, yeah. I thought that since this chassis was going unused, that I would make it into something. And originally, I was gonna make it into my own character, but I didn't really like how it was turning out. So, I made it into Pug. And this boiler here was from my own engine that I was making, but the cab isn't, because on mine it had the bunker here in the front and the back, which isn't accurate to Pug. So I made a new cab for it. And by the way, this whole top piece here is made by me out of paper, cardboard, and tape, and the domes and funnel are made out of clay, and these hand rods here are made out of toothpicks cut to size. And yeah, you can see here on the bottom, you can see a little bit of the green still from the wheel, like the axis. And Percy says here down in the bottom, Percy. And the code date. But yeah, this is the Trackmaster model, if it would focus. But yeah. Yeah, for some reason it ain't focusing. Oh, well, yeah, you just have to trust me, it is. And I gotta make sure myself. Yep, Glane Metal, yep. The face is also made out of clay, and it was originally also made from my own engine, but I didn't like it, so I wouldn't have used it regardless if I made my train or not, because I didn't like it, but it actually works pretty good for Pug. And after I was done making the top pieces, these are not removable. You cannot put a battery in here and take these off because, again, the motor doesn't work. So I didn't see no need to that. So I just attached it fully to the chassis. And I painted the wheels and the undercarriage. I've seen some people paint the undercarriage here where it's red on the actual Percy model. Right there. Oops. Sorry, Pug. I painted that black. And I've seen a couple other people do that too, and I really like it. I don't know why Tomy doesn't do that on some of their engines, but some of the new ones they do, some of the new ones they don't. But yeah, I also added weathering in the front here, because I see Pug as a dirty engine. And yeah, I painted the whole thing in black. It's a very simple custom. Added the windows in white and the whistle, because I didn't want to paint them in black, because then you wouldn't have been able to see them. Added the number. Oops. I am just making a mess in the yards today. But the number on Pug is 21168. And I don't think there's actually a confirmed number for Pug, because in the book, I'm pretty sure it was blocked like by a pole or whatever. So I've seen many different numbers for Pug. I've seen some with the number 7 to start off with, and it's basically random. You can basically, I guess, number them whatever you want. But this number, 21168, came from the episode Reanimation, Recreation, whatever, from the CGI Season 21 episode that they made called Percy, Pug, and Ginty. And since I really like that fan, or not really fan episode, it's just cancel episode that's reanimated, this is the number he had in that animation. The model is made by Mainland Studios and Piece of J. And yeah, I just rolled with it. And instead of his like British Railways emblem here or whatever he has on the side tank, I just decided to put his nameplate, Pug. Here's the other side if you're wondering. I made the doors outlined with white and the window there. So yeah, I didn't add too much weathering on the back buffer beam, but a little bit. But yeah, painted the wheels black, and yeah, here's a better look of his face. It's not really the best. Let me try to. Yeah, for some reason it's just not. That's a little bit better, but yeah. So yeah, I am very impressed with this custom. I don't say that about a lot of my customs, but I really like this one. It was really simple to make, and I figured since the hype's going around for Percy, Pug, and Ginty, that I figured it would be a perfect time to make Pug. And yeah, again, I plan on making Ginty someday. Don't know exactly when. If I will or not, but I would like to make them since they're best friends and they work together all the time, so, you know, it wouldn't be right if I wouldn't, at least someday. But, yeah, still got the lamp irons. I believe, I kind of forget, but yeah, I think I had to fill in this spot here with clay, because underneath the Percy smoke box here, where there's like that block there, that black block, that's showing on this one. On this one, it's painted the bright grayish blue there. But since I took off the shell on Pug here, on the old Trackmaster chassis, I had to fill that in and smooth it out. And yeah, I think I got the proportions pretty okay. So yeah, I didn't want to make him too tall, which with most of my Trackmaster Customs, I make them too tall by accident. But this one I think turned out pretty good, and I really like it. I will say I do really like this Pug Custom. So yeah, Percy's gonna go show off more to him, and yeah, that's about it for this custom. Very simple, very easy. Um, well, at least for me, but I don't know about other people, but, you know, hey, I think a lot of people make Pug out of Bill and Ben, but I don't have Trackmaster Bill and Ben, so, yeah, I decided to make it out of Percy, and I think it works actually better. But yeah, see you guys next time, and got another video on the way, actually a couple, and many live streams left to do. So stay tuned. And yeah, Junior on _BG signing out now. Bye bye.